What's going on with y'all, man? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Uh, I bring the light.
Hmm.
You going to sing?
Hmm?
You heading out or you going to?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go get this.
That's what. Bet that, man. Be safe, man. Let's grind. Shaniqua, how are you? Doing well, doing well. So cool. Let me go and start my screen share here. We are streaming. If you want to say hey to stream. All right, cool. So let me go ahead and hold on one moment. Share my screen here. Boom. Awesome. And then can we see the trading view screen here? Awesome. Cool beans. So you did an awesome, awesome job on the support areas. Today we're going to go over resistance. Let me put inside of the chat the last one you did here, I believe for SoFi. So that's actually what I wanted to go over here. Let me send this to myself. Okay. So, and then after we get mirrors down too, we're gonna have a conversation. Because it's too hard to beat this sometimes. So this is meme coins here, just an example. You can see price coming in contact. My apologies, let me find my marker here. Coming in contact with this area of support here. So we bust out the rectangle. Gotcha. Let me do this here. Okay. So we're still just getting the chart work all the way down, but this is meme coins, you know? Let's watch this together. You see how we just came down to this area of support right here? Oh, my apologies. Hold on. So this is right now, this is meme coins. And then let's just say, you know, take profit is this area of resistance up here. And we just saw this giant 1 minute candle right here that just came. So cool. Let's watch this live together. I could have taken this right now with you. So it's still really new, but after I've been playing it for a minute, and even Elon dropping SpaceX as a coin, for example, or Trump dropping a coin, I really do think the crypto space is going to be the next realm. There's so much more liquidity here, and your barrier to entry is like nothing. Your barrier to entry on options, you need like a good chunk of change to play options because the contracts amount changes every day. This you could start an account with $20. My friend, he started at only 70, went to 500. I maybe put in 300, took it to like 1100, 1200, and we just went on a crazy run. So it's a lot of potential inside of it. I think it's really awesome. So, what are your thoughts on it? Because I think in your position right now, someone who's really technically gifted, but it can also be hard to pay bills, groceries, etc., and then get ahead and be able to deploy the hundreds you need. So honestly, I really think you just catching support mirrors on meme coins would be really fantastic. Um, I really do think this is the new wave. About to hit take profit here. May you please repeat that? Gotcha. My apologies. May you repeat that one more time? Gotcha. This is gonna be GMGN. I'm crafting everything for you guys. So it's just the really important thing is just getting the chart work down. Because once you know how to read support mirror, you can play meme coins, options, futures, forex, crypto, whatever you want. So boom, let's hit take profit together here. We'll see. But you see why I entered here, correct? Why price is going up? Support, support, support. So that's what I wanted to talk about here as well. So let me put this. They're not that advanced yet. It's fine. Okay. Let me swap this window here and pull it up on the trading view chart. Swap my screen share here real quick. Okay. So cool. The main thing with meme coins is just don't over trade and like don't get addicted. That's the main thing with meme coins. It's really easy to like keep winning over and 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 over again. But you can like lose yourself really fast and like lose the essence of what money is in the dollar. And then you take that meme coin money and then you could buy dividends. So then you get paid every month, and then your stocks, which you're just buying the same support mirror with. So support mirror is really, it's the best on like every platform. Anything where you could just do support mirror, I advise to just do that. Support mirror is amazing. It's beautiful. But here on your SoFi, right? So I want you to check this out. You can see the trading view screen, correct? Oh, my bad. There we go. Can you see now? This is out of view. Out of view. Let me stop it completely here. How about now? Okay, so you still can't see it? Okay, let me see. But can you see the trading view or no? Okay. Gotcha. Let me zoom in here as much as I can. So this is a PNG. So this here, this blue line, so we want to be making sure that the zone is like kind of in the same area. So down here would have been the place to put the line. So you see how these 3 wicks came in the same place? 2, 3. We want to kind of stay away from these bundled areas. Stay away from these. Stay away from these bundled areas. It needs to be exact low points. Exact low points. So yeah. So yeah. Let me keep this on here. Cool. As you can see, we had take profit together. So that was a live trade. That was a real meme coin trade we actually just took together. You know, we just won it together. So honestly, excuse me? It's real. It's real. That's real. There's always just so many. I try and just give you guys super bangers. I don't want to give you guys anything rushed. This I just marked this out like when we started the meeting. We started the meeting at 12. So price just hit the support area at 12. Right here. So like we just won this together. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, this here, easy win. We'll probably go to all-time highs. If not, we'll at least get a second TP at this resistance here, I believe. And then, of course, we're at final TP at all-time highs. Boom. You see that strong wick as soon as we hit the purple zone? Resistance reaction. This is why we don't get overly greedy here. You see how, even though all-time highs is up here, you see how I still look to my left and I still marked out this area of resistance? Over here. So this area of resistance here, you see it? Gotcha. So even though all-time highs is up here, I still want to count this resistance as a key level because sellers were here in the past. That's why sellers just stepped in here. And right now sellers are trying to, yeah, they're trying to push back, but buyers might be too strong here. And I also see why too. Price decided to come down to this zone over here. So I could see over here by this example here, price wanted to come right here by this candle. So I see that's why we're bullish again. So this would have gave us another re-entry point. So even if you don't get the entry like right at the bottom, which is fine, you could still enter like here, for example. Stop loss underneath your support. Or if you did enter in down here, for example, even if you got in up here, you know, right here, and then stop loss under the support, take profit, boom. Still catching yourself at 1.91. And then that's only your first trim. And then you can play to the second take profit. That's a 2.89. Let's say you get to the third take profit. Could trim again. This is why I love meme coins, because on meme coins, I actually think after playing everything for a long time, I genuinely think meme coins it's not the best because you still need to play stocks no matter what. Options isn't the best because once you're in like the millions, you can buy like all the contracts of certain stocks. So there's going to be no one to buy your contracts. So that's the thing about options. So you have to play shares. And then the thing about futures is you won't get a trade every day. So that's where I'm coming to realize meme coins is the best. You're gonna come on here, you're gonna get a trade every day. There's gonna be a trade every day. So this is too easy here. We're almost hitting take profit. You know, we're just playing together here. Okay. Because you're past paper trading, honestly. You're past paper trading. And you know what's really crazy too? I want you to check this out. I'm starting to understand something too. So I'm glad they actually just removed the PDT rule. You know, America is starting to try to make its change. Trying to compete with other countries and stuff like that. But there's gonna be something. I don't even think they'd allow it on Pump Fund. Hold on. There's gonna be something here that just like other countries could play Forex, where you can easily open up a Forex account with $10, catch a swing trade, and then you're at 250. Win that 250 and that, you know what I'm saying? There is no account other than just shares account, stock shares, which you can open for $10. And that's a very, very recent change. So I noticed America is built very, very different. But now we have things like meme coins. You know, Forex people can open an account with a little bit of money and turn up. But we don't have Forex in our country. So I really think meme coins is a really good opportunity for Americans who don't have those thousands of dollars to just shell out into a trading account, but have the skill and can grow an account. So I'm really starting to realize coins are just a really good opportunity. And the more that I play them and like the more money that I make playing it, like I realize that like for Americans, this is a real blessing here. Dogecoin has ended up helping a lot of families out too back in the day. And a lot of people made money on Trump coin too, for example. So yeah. Um, you get support mirror. I really think you would do great on here, honestly. So you're always gonna play stocks no matter what. No matter what, you're always gonna play stocks because we have to reinvest our money to make sure it's always moving. Okay, so we're always gonna be playing stocks no matter what. But taking that money and putting it into things like stocks and dividends, like I really believe in you. You're really technically gifted, and I really believe in you here. Um, are you on your computer? Okay. I really believe in you here because waiting waiting destroys humanity. Yes, is what I see. You know, there's sometimes in life where to be patient, but there's sometimes in life when to be aggressive and patient at the same time. Yeah, your account might not start at 1 million, but starting your account now with the $15, win a trade, boom, next thing you know, you're at 45. And meme coins move way faster. You know, you'll be hitting these levels within a couple of hours, or minutes, just like we just did together. So I really believe in you, and I think right now in this situation, especially just because America's set up so different. If we lived in Thailand or something like that, I would tell you we would be trading Forex, both me and you right now. We would be trading Forex because let me pull up the market here. Market is pretty much just chilling at all-time highs. Can we catch a trade at all-time highs? No. Our bills still, that's what I'm saying. Our bills still due? Yes. So it's like I'm starting to realize like, okay, this is why people are getting so rich. And after I had to just test it myself. I used to hate on meme coins, but after I had to just test it myself, I'm like, okay, that's why the liquidity is so much quicker and there's more volume that you can catch in your trades. Like if market's at all-time highs, there's nothing you can do. You'll literally just be sitting there cash. And then you might accidentally force a trade because you haven't traded in so long, causing a loss. So that's why it's taking that money. Boom, you got your stocks, your shares are always running. So let's say you got into a RGTI. You see how this came into a mirror? Right here and right here to the same zone. Boom, price came down to this zone. Okay, price is bouncing in upwards direction. They're only $17 a share right now. So if you every $17 that you have, let's say you withdraw 25% of your meme coin profits, right? Boom, 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 boom. You can put that money into shares and then take that profit. And then when it's time for pay for bills and stuff like that, you have money in equity to pull out from. Or you could just keep your stocks as a savings account and then keep using your meme coin as a vehicle. So it's ridiculous. So everything you learn, it still applies to both. It's just you see here you're on your daily on the stock side. You're gonna be more on your daily and your 4 hour finding stuff. And if you need to jot down to your 30 minutes to confirm things, you can. But daily, 4 hour, a lot of the times that's gonna cover you on your stock side. That's where you should see everything because you're gonna be holding these trades for weeks. And then these are shares here. So, and then these, you set your alerts up. Never mind. You see how this mirror came? Here's another entry. Easy. So we got support here. We got support here, thus causing support to be created here. Easy. All right. So you see how easy stocks are, and we're just on our 4-hour here. Stocks, you don't really have to go lower than your 4-hour. You could literally just chill, just use your daily, weekly, and your 4-hour, and then your 1 hour if you need to. But a lot of the times, your weekly, daily, 4-hour, that's going to give you your answer. And the stocks are just super easy. But you don't make as much money. You know? So the thing about stocks is the more money you have, the more you make. So that's with all trading. But at least with coins, you can actually flip your money really fast. So you can have money to put into it in the first place. So that's why it's important to mix it up. So this will be your real day trading and swing trading. So you're always going to be making income. You're always going to be making income. And I understand how people just, you can literally now, because of coins, you can literally just sit in your room, trade, and actually like come out multimillionaire. So we're in a whole different ball game now. It's a blessing. Let's take this example of support here. Okay, we got some support being formed over here. Okay, we'll see if this works out. So here, and then on meme coins, you're only going to be looking at coins that came out like recently. So a lot of the times you're just going to have to just use your 1 minute. You're not going to have to really be on anything else too much. It's just going to be a whole lot of 1 minute. We'll see if price wants to bounce up here. And if not, if not. Price may want to run through it potentially. And one thing here too, even just like on the stock side here, after we hit this support mirror, you see how instantly the candles go green? That's going to be a good indicator. You want to look at the candle structure. So here, right after this candle bounced, this candle turned red. So I like to wait for a 1 minute close. Sometimes though on meme coins though, it is so fast to where like that 1 minute can make you just a lot of money, that 1 minute candle alone. But a lot of the times when you're, yeah. So it's not Azura. I'm gonna send it to you. It's gonna be GMGN. I got you. It's gonna be inside of the Google chat. Yeah, feel free to stop me anytime too. You're good. This is your session. So yeah. Um so yeah, that's a good indicator, just like stocks here. So if you don't see a green candle right after the support, that's most likely just not it. It's a really good chance here. As you can see from this area, okay, price came down into this area of support here. Came down and gave us a bounce. And we see green candles. Price came down straight into the zone and then gave us green candles right afterward. You see how quick these are? But you're still good though, because even if you waited a minute, let me get my arrow here. arrow. But yeah, it's all good. I'll use this one here. Okay. Demonstration. Okay. Get this arrow too. All right. So even here, for example, when price came at these two sections, right? This area of support here and this area of support here. Okay. And that's why I love meme coins. Even if you don't have even if you don't catch the tippity bottom entry, same thing with stocks here. Even if you didn't catch the tippity bottom entry, you're still fine. Just stop loss under here and just rock out. Stop loss under here, and then you could take profit all the way up here on the stock side easily because it's expected to go in upwards direction. But then on meme coins, you could choose a resistance like here, for example. So let's say you entered in at the purple zone. Your take profit could have been here, this resistance over here. And then price shorted at it for like 1 second, but then price just broke through it disgustingly and then straight to almost all-time highs. So that's why I don't just make my take profit all-time highs every time on meme coins. I'll make it a resistance before that, catch my move, and then if it goes anything further, I'm already out 95% of the position, and then anything left I'm riding out is just profit. So that's also why I love meme coins too. You can have some of the best risk management in the world. They're really awesome. So I talked a lot of garbage about them, but I realized that these are actually pretty good. So these are actually very, very good. We're gonna go over a couple more here, and all we're doing is just looking at pure mirrors. That's literally it. That's all we're doing. We're just looking at pure mirrors. That's all we're looking at. Do 1,000, and then holders do 100. You don't want to be playing stuff that no one is really playing. And then every day, so for today, this seems to be the best coins available today. It's gonna be like yes, yes. So I'm gonna slow it down after right now. I just want to go over the charting. I'm gonna slow it down. We're gonna go over settings and stuff like that. But here's one for example too. Let me see. So this one here is starting to find its footing again. So now it's trying to mirror from this support area. So you'll have a long list. I like to just open them all one by one and just mark the support zones and just see what's going on. So we already won that one earlier. So we're good on that one. Let's check out this one here. So this one here. Gotcha. So here, yeah, we kind of got this area support going on. Let me drag it all the way. See if there's anything going on over here. Okay, not too much, not too much. So this, okay, this already hit this area of resistance here. So that one I'm going to take profit. Next take profit zone is definitely looking like this one up here. Or you could do, yeah. So this one here is getting hit right now. Then you got this tippity top one. Then you got this one up here. So market looks like it did bounce cleanly from here. Shot up. Looks like it's finding another area of support. So when it's falling down, here you can easily come to your left let's say I choose, we're going to look for an area of support below current price. So let's say I choose this area of support. Market has a chance to potentially come down into this area and give me a bounce here. Or we could get a bounce over here to the left, potentially as well too, from this original wick right here. So we could be seeing a bounce in one of these two areas, but either way, this bounce down here was confirmed. The one here, that price came all the way back down again. Price shot up. And here, you could easily do stop loss there under here. So cool. Easy. And this gives you so much room for stop loss too. And the cool thing about it, you can set up your limit orders, sell orders, alerts. Like you don't really have to do anything. You can play it just like futures. Play it just like futures. Yeah, so that's literally what's sick about it. That's why it's hard to beat this. It's hard to beat this. You can literally risk 0.1 SOL, boom, put it in, put the order down, and just you don't have to worry about just closing on time and doing all that. It's just everything is set up here for you. So minimum here, we'll see if minimum wants to bounce down here. If not, we'll see if we bounce here. So each one of these areas could give us a mirror. We're going to either have this one here, or we're going to have this one and this one here. So both of these areas here could go ahead and give us a mirror. Okay. We'll see if we get a green candle close on this one. We're not going to get impulsive and enter immediately just because we see a little wick. So that's where a lot of people get burned and destroyed. They see the first wick as soon as it comes and then enter in. Let's not do that. Let's give it some time because as you can see, it wants to go below. So cool. So that's why we wait for that 1 minute close. Okay, I want to make for that 1 minute close. So now we'll see if price will go down to this blue line. So many people just entered in at that wick and just got destroyed. Then if price fails at the blue line, we got this zone down here. Which is going to indicate this area of support here, if you can see this. All I'm doing is putting lines at the zones. And I really think you're a support master. So I really think this is like the best thing I think for you to just crush on and dominate. So we're going to go ahead and wait and see if we get a 1 minute close here. You know, you see people are entering in, they're buying. You know, as soon as it hits the support zone, they start buying. You know, let's give it a second. Let's wait and see if this is real. Let's give ourselves the highest probability we can. We got 20 more seconds here. Second candle close red. But at these two areas of support, we wicked and then we went to green candles immediately. So we're just trying to see here. Okay. High probability, because there's no reason to enter in at the bottom just to lose instantly. So high probability wins. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait another minute here. So we got 10 more seconds. And you're playing the same way. All you're doing is literally just waiting for mirrors. And then I'm gonna go over finding a setup from start to finish. Just what you're looking for, and it's gonna be the same support mirror. Because US market, American market, it's not really meant to short. There's something called perps um that you can trade coins on. It's like shorting Bitcoin and stuff. They don't let you do that in America. No. So I'm realizing we're in America, so all support mirror, support mirror everything, support mirror the whole market. That's all we can do as Americans is support mirror. That's literally all we can do. We can't. They do not want us to short. They do not want us to short. And then American market, it doesn't short for like days and days and days and days and days most of the time. A lot of the time it just rallies. So let's just stick to support mirror. When you're up your money, boom, you get a big check, big school refund, whatever. You could put like 60, 70% of that away in the stocks safely. Buy a support mirror, buy some dividends, and just keep it safe while you get your returns forever. And then you can take your small percentage of that, or take what you got now, buy some coins, be patient at the support mirrors, and just give it your best whirl. So here, for example, okay. So this one's working out. So you see how we're starting to see green candles right after the support? This is when I would get into. So here I would get in. And I'm confident I would take this back up to up here, honestly. That'll be first TP. So here's safe to get in. So you see how I just marked out all of them, and then I came back to just see which one it was ready? So this one failed. So you see how this one failed this mirror? But then this one is ready? That's what's awesome about it. You have so much variety. Versus if you're just on futures and you're up here, there is nothing to trade up here. There is nothing to trade up here. Like, we don't know if price is bullish. Why is market bumping up from here? Even if I'm on the 1 hour, we have no area of support over here. There's no support over here. The support is down here at the red line. And if anything, it's down here. So why are we bouncing here? So it's like US market has too much weird stuff. That's why I just like stocks. That's why I'm just not a futures guy. I like to play what's easy, personally. I like to play what's easy. I truly do. I don't know about other people, but you see this IONQ? You see how we just marked this out and we're winning right now? We just hit TP pretty much. I like to play what's easy. If I can't literally mark out the mirror and hit TP, why am I playing it? You know, this is not Forex. We're American traders. We play mirror. We play support mirror and we hit TP. That's what we do. So here, boom. This price invalidated. Let's see if price wants to maybe bounce at this mirror over here. You know, I see it wants to maybe give this down here a whirl. This whole zone. So we are getting some green candles there quickly. I'm really confident in this one, though. I like Piper. But minimum. Multiple green candle closes here. Minimum. You could give minimum a try. Boom. You could do your take profit here for the first one. Stop loss under here. Okay. And then here you could close like 60, 70%. And then we could do second take profit here at this area of resistance. So we'll see if first TP gets hit here. Let's check out on our other trade here. Okay, so we're good. We're good. Still just trying to make some progress. So here a minimum. You see how we hit the support zone and then we got green candles right after? It should be support zone, green candles. Look at IONQ, for example. You see right when we hit the support zone, green candles. You see how we hit the support zone the first time? Green candles. Okay, when we hit support, I don't care if you're looking at the 1 minute on a meme coin chart or if you're looking at the daily. Oh, wait, hold on. Minimum. Hold on, our other trade. Shaniqua, we're balling right now. Okay? How many trades are we up? We're winning a bunch right now, okay? Boom, minimum's ready. So we would get in here. Stop loss underneath this support. Let's say take profit. Let's say take profit here. At this area of resistance. All right, you know what? Let's do this one. Let's not let the greed get to us here. Let's do safe TP first. Close majority. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We're still closing for 2.252. Keep in mind, we entered in the middle. You see, even though we didn't get this bottom entry, you don't have to always get the bottom entry. You don't always have to get the bottom entry. If anything, I don't even completely always recommend that because you got to wait for a confirmation. Because you see how we went from support wick into green candles? You see it? Boom. You see over here to the left how we did the same thing? Support into the giant green candles. We want support into green candles. Support into green candles. Support into green candles. That's how you know a mirror is real. Even on the stock side, even if you're looking at your 4 hour. Okay? Let me go ahead and start. We're going to go over finding meme coins here from start to finish. Oh, dang, I had my, it's all good. Happens. Okay. So, let me go here. All right. We got these setups live here. Okay. All right, I'm about to start the recording in 3, 2, 1, and then afterward we'll recap. Okay. So here's how you're gonna be able to find a meme coin trade. Meme coins are extremely simple. Okay, they're extremely simple. We're gonna go over the charting, and then in the next session, we're gonna go over just the filters, etc. Okay, but the charting is extremely easy. You play it the same way you would play stocks. You buy stocks at key areas of support because you want to buy low and sell high. You want to be playing meme coins the exact same way. Okay? You want to be buying low and selling high. That is how you're going to be trading meme coins. You're going to do the same thing that people who trade stocks do. Wait for price to fall down at an area of support. What is an area of support? Support is going to be an area where people buy at. So support is an area where people buy at. So we want to be playing meme coins the same way we would play our stock portfolio. You should be playing both. Do not only trade stocks because that money is a little too slow. You need to make sure you have a cash vehicle. Either you need to be day trading something like meme coins or putting a lot of your business profits back into it. But that can be hard because in order for a business to grow, most business require reinvestment. So that's why you need to be playing something like meme coins or taking your futures money, putting that into stocks, or taking your meme coin money, putting that into stocks, taking your options money, putting that into stocks. Okay, because it's too many times people get quote unquote rich from meme coins really, really fast and then end up blowing everything, and then you end up having nothing to show for it. Okay, because in this game, you're going to be able to make money extremely quickly. But just because you're going to be able to make money extremely quickly, you can get in your head, you can get overconfident, you can get overcocky. And there's going to be a bunch of filters and stuff in place. So 99% of the time, you won't be getting rug pulled, especially once we go over the right filters and stuff, etc. But you're also going to be able to put down your limit orders as well too. This broker that I'm using right here is gmgn.ai. I'm not sponsored by them, but this is a really good broker that helps you avoid rug pulls. Okay, if you guys want to avoid getting rug pulled and you want to be playing just the good coins that people are actually playing that will actually be bringing you some type of returns, then I really recommend you look at GMGN. Okay, check it out. Mark out your setups and just wait for things to happen. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's talk about how to find a setup. Okay, so I like to play graduated coins for the most part. Graduated coins means that pretty much a lot of people have trust in it. That's pretty much just what it means. It's a trusted coin. Once it's graduated, for the most part, it's trusted and it has some money in it. Okay, so here, I'm going to go ahead and try to find me an example of a trade here. So a lot of the times on your meme coin chart, you're going to be just on your 1 minute chart. I like to only play coins that really have volume going on within one day. So if I see a coin has volume going on within the day, cool. Here's what I'll go ahead and I'll check out. I'm going to check out the past support reactions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable volume here. No indicators needed. I'm going to look at the past reactions. So I'm going to be able to see here, boom. Okay. Market decided to come in contact with this area of support here and this area of support. Okay. Of course, market was just being created, so you wouldn't have been able to catch this bounce. But what you would have been able to do was draw a box right over this first bounce here and see if price wanted to come down and bounce from this area again, exactly like it did here. Okay. So then from there, we're going to go ahead and look up a bit. Okay. So I see that mirrors are happening. Okay, what a mirror is an area of support reacting within the same area of support as it did in the past. Okay, so here, check out this zone. Very easy. Market kept coming into the same place multiple times here and bought in an upwards direction. Okay, market came down here. Okay, market started up here, came down, stopped abruptly at the same little wick here, and then bursted in an upwards direction, causing price to come all the way up here. And the opposite of support is going to be resistance. So this is resistance, and resistance equals selling pressure. And support is an area of buying pressure. Okay, so both of these here are extremely important. Okay, resistance is going to indicate selling pressure, hence why you see when market came in contact into this purple box for the first time, it fell down. Support is going to indicate buying pressure, hence why when market came down into this blue box, it pushed up. So we want to be buying at the bottom areas of support and closing at the top areas of resistance before sellers step in. Okay, because as you can see, price over here Seller stepped in to the left, causing sellers step in, causing sellers to step in again here to the right. Okay, and then market decided to break past it, making new highs. Okay, so now the new all-time highs is going to be up here now. So now price is going to be trying to just beat its new high score each and every single time. That's how meme coins work. That's how the stock market works. Stock market works from a more logical perspective. The higher these companies go towards, the more factories they're going to be able to have. The more factories, the more workers needed. More workers needed, more houses being bought up. More houses being bought up, more loans being taken up from the bank. So everything in the world benefits whenever stocks go up. Same thing with these coins. A lot of people aren't just making BS coins. A lot of these companies can't afford to put themselves on the stock market. It takes millions of dollars to put themselves on the stock market. So they're able to go ahead and get funding by creating coins where people as a local community can go ahead and provide funding for them. So these aren't just coins being created. Some of these are people's real dreams, softwares, and innovations that are actually being created, and they just need some funding and some help. So meme coins is a good way in order to get the whole community and the whole world on board in order for you to fund a project. So that's what the purpose of coins was, because it takes too long and it's way too expensive for a normal company or someone with a dream to list themselves on the stock market. So that's why coins are here, to give the day-to-day average person the opportunity in order to be as successful as somebody who's a $1 trillion CEO. So we're in a whole new different lane, and it's time to dominate. So even here, just like checking out this trade live, guys, we have price that came down into this area of support here, and then price coming into this area of support. We'll see if price wants to give us a bounce from here.